Hey y'all, I'm Ashley and this is today's Ash 11. I believe that today is probably the most important Ash 11 I have done to date. It is about tourniquets and checking them and what you should be looking for. So I'm in the middle of research and development trying to find the right supplier for the right tourniquet that I'm proud to list on my website and would be willing to carry on my own person to save my own life. And that's one of the things that makes Ask Ashley unique, is that I'm not going to encourage anybody to buy anything that I wouldn't trust my very own life with. So in that research and development, I am purchasing from certain suppliers to get samples to figure out where my best supplier is and somebody that I can count on. And so I received a shipment of tourniquets and I was very excited. And I went to use one for a demonstration and to show somebody how to use it properly, and it snapped. So let me show you what I'm referring to. So tourniquets they're very simple, but every single part of them is pretty important. And so what you see right here, this back piece right here, okay? So what that is for when you have applied the tourniquet, you've Velcro the loop around, you have this windlass. And with this windlass, you twist this windlass until the bleeding stops, all right? So the challenge is if this piece of plastic is brittle because it's dried out, because it's too old of a product, or it was made improperly, then what will happen is this plate will crack. Now, they're not spending more on a tourniquet doesn't necessarily make it a better tourniquet. Okay, what makes a better tourniquet is one that you can truly count on, and that's what I'm looking for. So case in point, I was out in the field and I had a gunshot wound victim show up at our door, and I went to work on him. I grabbed my tourniquet, I went ahead and got the bleeding stopped, but as I was cranking that windlass, what happened was I heard a crack. Now I thought it was the rod. I thought the rod was cracking, but I didn't want to continue turning it because I didn't want to break that off, because that's what's keeping that pressure. So I chose to stand there and hold it until medics arrived. So it's not the end of the world. However, and that tourniquet that I had on my belt, I paid $35 for. $35, right? So it's pretty cost prohibitive for a family to go out and buy one for each child. You know, you're talking about $200 for tourniquets. So I'm working on finding a solution with the goal of buying them as low as I can, so long as they are functional, okay? And then selling them as low as I can, because I'm not looking to make a whole lot of profit from that tourniquet sale. What I'm looking for is to make sure that people are buying them and carrying them and have access to them. I'm going to make my money in other ways, I promise you that. But my goal is not to make money on the tourniquets. My goal is to make it accessible to as many people as I can. So here's the tourniquet that I'm referring to. And I'm not going to disclose the name of the company because I have reached out to the actual manufacturer. I did not receive this directly from them. So I want to find out if it's a forged copy, which could happen. I want to find out if perhaps that lot number is expired. That could happen. And get to the bottom of it before I disclose the supplier and all of those details. So I was doing a demonstration, and what happened is, as you can see, this plate here, right? So this should be connected to this other side here, right? So, but that piece is broken here. So the whole batch was either snapped, cracked, ready to crack. So those have all been shipped back. I will not be distributing those in any way, shape, or form. Something else to understand about tourniquets is regular tourniquets, and by regular I mean a cat tourniquet, okay? They are not regulated. They are not a medical device. Now, pneumatic tourniquets, those are medical devices. So there is no regulation. There's not a whole lot of safety behind it. So you've got to be proactive and educate yourself and figure out what you're looking for. If you have any questions whatsoever, you can reach out to me at solutions@askashley.life. I am more than happy to help. Please check out my website. It's still in development stages, of course, but it is out there, and it is at askashley.life. And stay curious, stay kind. Until next time.